Well, it was a fun time. We all got tables. A lot of power outlets at Starbucks, so that's a good thing. They encourage computer use. A lot of people gave looks and were looking over. A lot of people thought that the computers were public computers for everybody to use.
Neil came in, he set up his computer, and then he left to go get his coffee. And after he left, this guy came down and just sat down and started trying to use Neil's computer.
I came back and there was a guy sitting at the computer, and I said, so I'm sorry, this is actually my computer. And he said, how long have you been on here? And I said, well, it doesn't matter. It's actually my computer. He's like, well, how long have you been on it? I was like, well, about 15 minutes or so, but it's mine, so it's not a public thing. Yeah, but overall it was funny. A lot of people wanted to know if I could get online, which I could. I didn't want to pay for T-Mobile, though, but I got to browse the iTunes selection.
It was cool. It was really fun. I busted my mouse in my laptop case on my way over. So I thought that was going to screw stuff up, but I was able to use my keyboard to get Microsoft Word open. But on my way out, a guy that was in the Starbucks, kind of like in a smart out way, was like, I'll sell you a laptop to me on my way out. And I just ignored him because that's crazy, because I wouldn't spend that much money for a little bit of convenience.
The manager actually came up to me and he asked me if I was taping. He said, you can't be taping the customers. I said, I'm just a student at FIT. I saw that this was all going on, and it's just really, really fascinating to me. And he goes, you just can't tape these customers. These are paying customers, and they're here to do their work.
They're relaxing and doing what they gotta do. They got, midterms or whatever.
I was taping right by Joe Wengert, and this girl walks up, and she thought Joe's computer belonged to Starbucks. She says to me, she's like, oh, are you waiting for the internet? So I'm like, no. And so she's standing there, waiting for Joe to finish packing up, and then there's this moment where she sees that he's packing up the computer she's standing there waiting for. So her first reaction was like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, but then she's like, wait, why the hell this guy has his whole desktop here? That was pretty funny. And so she stood around. She was delighted. She stood around and thought,